My name is Daniel Trimas, and I did my final interview on Arun Sampate Vivat. He is a chef and owner of Arun's on 4156 North Kedzie Avenue in Chicago. I actually work with Chef Arun. I did my internship there, and he actually hired me. And after this interview, I was surprised to have learned a lot of stuff about him that I now have an all-new respect for him. He was born and raised in Trang, Thailand, which is located in southern Thailand. He went to Chulalongkorn University, where he got a bachelor's degree in literature and languages. And he continued his education in Hamburg, Germany, where he got another bachelor's degree in foreign languages. After that, he continued to Sophia University, International University in Japan, where he got his master's degree in international relations. He then continued his education in the University of Chicago, where he got a master's degree in political science and also a doctorate in Asian affairs. While he was doing his working on his doctorate degree in Asian affairs, he was offered by his friends to collaborate in a Thai restaurant in Chicago. At the time, he never had any prior experience in the restaurant business. He didn't do a lot of cooking at all. I mean, everything that he went to school for basically was to interact with people. He was a businessman, so to speak. He agreed to this challenge. He wanted to do something new, something interesting, so he agreed to collaborate with his friends. A couple weeks before the opening of the restaurant, his friends actually bailed out on him, and he was left alone to open this restaurant with no prior experience. So after the opening in 1985, it was an instant success. His attention to detail, his attention to flavors was an instant success. And at the time, in '85, there were not a lot of Thai restaurants out there, and people sought out this restaurant because it was new, it was interesting. 3 years after that, he decided to upgrade and open a bigger, better restaurant called Arun's, and that's the current location now on Kedzie. And since then, I mean, it's been about 27 years. It's still one of the top Thai restaurants, actually the top Thai restaurant in Chicago. When I asked him what motivates him, what does he enjoy the most about the restaurant business, he told me everything. He loves cooking for people. He loves seeing his customers happy and enjoying his food. He loves interacting with customers. He loves coming up with new menus, new designs, art, carvings. Basically, a summarization of his answer is just what in my opinion, what the restaurant business is all about. And I think that's what you need to survive in this industry, is to actually love what you're doing. Some of the awards that he's gotten, I mean, the list of awards that he's gotten is endless, but just to name a few, he was voted top 20 Chicago's finest restaurant by Chicago Magazine in 2002, 2003, and 2004. He was nominated every year from '95 and on by the James Beard Foundation, and he finally won an award in the year 2000 for Best Chef in the Midwest award by James Beard Foundation. So that's a huge accomplishment in the culinary world, considering he never had any prior experience or formal training as a chef. So in order to, I mean, I work at Arun's, and I found out through one of my mom's friend that she referred me I asked him how he goes about looking for workers, and he's told me he hasn't put out an ad or a job description in decades. People actually come to him because of his name, and people actually go to him and apply. And basically the procedure works just as any other job. You fill out a job application. If you meet the requirements, then you're called in for a sit-down interview. And if it's for the kitchen, if you're hired in the kitchen, you typically work with the sous chef and Chef Arun himself, because he's very, very precise and very particular with his food and everything. So he wants the best of the best in the kitchen. As for the front of the house, usually go through the front of the house manager, and the training process takes about a month to get used to everything from the menu to the proper attire to how to place a fork for the customer. Everything basically, it takes about a month to completely be done with the training process. When Chef Arun looks for leadership in his workers, he told me he just looks for somebody who works hard. And not only works hard, they come in on time, they don't complain about what they do, they just come in and they do their job, and they do their job well. And at the same time, to be able to hold down their task and be able to help other people out, be able to see other people's mistakes and correct it. Basically, to see the big picture of the business as a whole rather than just their task. When he sees people that are able to do that, which is very rare, he recognizes it and he rewards you for it. And a lot of people think that he doesn't notice anything or he never sees anything, but in reality he sees everything. And he gives his workers a lot of recognition for their goodness, which keeps their workers motivated and keeps them going. At the same time, I know a lot of the people that work there, nobody really wants to tarnish his name because he has such a great reputation in this industry. So, some of the biggest decisions that he just made recently is the opening of Thai Town. Actually, I don't think it has opened yet, but he is working on the Thai Town project, and it was supposed to open this summer or later this summer. He worked with the city of Chicago as well as investors from all over the world to open a Thai Town. He said there's a Chinatown here, Indian Town, Viet Town. It's time to open a Thai Town. In the past versus now, I asked him how he goes about making decisions before and how he goes about making decisions now. He said that back then, because the restaurant was so new and so exciting, and he likes to take chances, his decisions were much more spontaneous, and everything he did was out of the instincts, his own instincts, and out of his heart. So every decision that he made before, he took a chance, and it's worked for him to this day. And he still makes decisions. He still follows his instincts, but now with the economic crisis, with the modernization of the culinary world, with a lot of great chefs out there now, to take a leap of faith or to take a big chance, sometimes he says you really have to look over everything before he looks over everything now before he makes a big important decision, as opposed to before when he would just jump the gun and go for it. So it makes sense. He's a well-known chef. He has a reputation to withhold, and if he makes a bad decision nowadays, it just gives his competitors room to bloom, and at the same time, it gives his competitors room to criticize him. That leads me to my question to him when I asked him how he deals with criticism. He told me that criticism just comes with the territory, that that if you can't take criticism in this industry, then you might as not work in this industry. Everything that people say to him, when people criticize him, he has the ability to just ignore it and just move on with his day. You know, he says that he takes in all of the negative criticism, and it makes him stronger, and he uses it to motivate himself, which is a great trait to have, because most people just crumble and fall from criticism and remarks. So, just to wrap it up, I asked him what advice would he give to the new generation that's going into this industry, and he told me just to keep the drive, to keep your goals, to basically keep going. When there's a will, there's a way. And he says to never give up and to always work at what you want. And don't ever let anybody stop you, because this industry is a very hard industry to be in. And in order for you to succeed, you have to have that will and that drive, and you have to love what you're doing. And I think I'm going to take that advice from him, because by the looks of it, I mean, he's in his 60s and he's going as strong as ever, and he's working on new projects and new plans, and he seems to really have it together, and he's a very intelligent man, and I have learned a lot from him, and I hope to take a lot more from him in the future. Thank you.